Hi guys, welcome to another sketchbook session with me, B. Dominique. This is a series where I chat and create small studies in my sketchbook. The studies give me a chance to practice for potential larger painting, and I can be as loose and as imperfect as I want to be. As you can see, today's subject is a beautiful young dark-skinned woman, and I stumbled across her image and instantly fell in love with her. I just had to paint her. She has this beautiful deep skin tone and of course awesome big hair, right up my alley. And I used similar colors that I would use with my medium skin tone portraits: yellow ochre, naphthol red, ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, and a new color, burnt umber, as well as a little bit of white. I actually got the burnt umber a long time ago and I was itching to use it, so she was perfect. Here I'm actually starting the second layer, but on the first layer I used washes of color. So I would get my burnt umber, my burnt sienna, or whatever color, and I would water it down, and then I would find the darkest dark and wash it in with watered down paint. Then I find the lightest light, and then I establish the tones in between. So that first layer is pretty much blocking in colors and trying to establish value, which is how light or how dark a particular color is. And to be honest, the skin, or anything for that matter, is just that: different values of colors. So when you're looking at the skin, learn to see not one color, but many, as well as how light or dark they are. I then proceed to do a second layer, as you see here, and then a third, building up the color and finishing with details and highlights. By the way, if you know who this model is, please let me know below in the comments. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments as well. I'd be glad to answer them in another video. As I mentioned before, this is a sketchbook study, and so my sketch is not the perfect drawing. I did freehand her, and I tried to get her looking as close as I could, but at the end of the day, because it's just a practice session, I wasn't too worried about it, and I was able to start on her much sooner because of it. about me, I've always drawn ever since I could hold a pencil. I was always creating something, making little figures or characters. Of course, as I got older, life makes you busy. I went to school, but I never really wanted to go to school for art. I wasn't much of a school person anyway, but I do feel that my art could be in a different place if I had had formal training. Instead, I relied on practicing for myself. As far as painting, I didn't pick it up until later in life, and it was more so because I didn't have access to the resources until I was old enough to buy it and get it for myself. And once I started painting, I realized that I like it more than drawing. I find drawing to be a little tedious and grueling. Is that the word, grueling? But on the other hand, when I'm painting, it's very relaxing and easygoing, and so I'm more drawn to painting than I am actually drawing. Okay, enough rambling from me. Just sit back and enjoy the rest of the painting. I hope you guys enjoy it. Overall, I was pretty happy with this study. I learned a lot while working on it. For access to a longer, more detailed version of this painting, please check out my Patreon. And if you want to keep up with me, check out my socials, links below. Thank you so much for tuning in.